Hi everyone, it's Doreen My Bedazzled Treasures, and today I have a tutorial for you. I have been getting lots of requests on some of my flowers, so I thought I'd go ahead and give you an idea of how I make my flowers, and I've learned a lot on YouTube, and a lot of ladies have taught me a lot, so I wanted to share what I have learned. One of the flowers that I learned how to make is from Paper Drama Joe. Hi Joe, and I wanted to show my version of my paper flower, and this is what it looks like. What I'm using is the Circle Punch by Marvy, and it looks like this. It's the Circle Punch. I think it's a 2-inch punch. And then I'm also using the Scallop. That's what it looks like, and it's got the little handle on it. These are the two punches I use a lot when I make these paper flowers. I find that they're the easiest to work with instead of die cutting and things like that. So I go ahead and I use my paper punches. And I also wanted to show you some of the papers. This is the paper that I use. It's by My Mind's Eye. And I got it at Ross a while ago. And this is what some of the papers look like. So in case you haven't seen them, I thought I'd go ahead and show them to you. Comes with 2 each of the colors, and this collection reminds me a lot of Valentine's Day. It has a lot of pinks and purples, and those are my good colors that I like. And there's some turquoise and more turquoise. I love this. This is what I'm using today, the script writing. And so let's go ahead and let's get started. So the flower that we're making is this one right here, using the papers that I showed you. I went ahead and I cut out 4 of these, of this paper, sparkly purple lined paper from the same collection, and I went ahead and cut out these, and this is the script, and punched them out, not cut them out. But you could cut them out if you don't have a cutter, and then you could use your decorative scissors to go ahead and make them as well. So what I did is I'm going to make a variegated, this one here is all the same color. Then I added the darker base to it. And then I added here in the middle of the Recollections flowers. And I don't know about you guys, but I just love these flowers. They're already made and ready to go. And this is actually the gray one, but it has a purple tint to it. So this paper has gray in it. So that's the flower that I used there. So I went ahead and kind of pre-made these up. Now what I do is I take my papers and you ball them up. So you take them like this and you crunch them up. And then you just do every one of them. You just take them and crunch them up. Now this paper is really thick, so you want to go ahead and crunch up your papers, and you do all 8 of them until you get this kind of look to them, you know, balled up. And then what I do is I take a water bottle, or I take a wipe, you know, a baby wipe, and I take the actual flour, and I just actually just do like this. You put it in the baby wipe and you just kind of wipe it around until it gets a little moist. Then you don't have to worry about finding your water bottle if you don't have that. Then you have 8 of these, so you go ahead and you start opening them up. And pardon my fingers because I have been working in my scrap room. Now you notice in the papers, what I love about these papers is they have a white base to them. So you're going to get a variegated effect on these. Now the script paper, this one here, that one is a little bit more softer because it doesn't have as much of the glitter on it. So you just want to go ahead and be careful when you open it up. The purple pages, the light script pages are soft. So you're just going to go ahead and open all of these up. And this is really simple. See how I ripped that one? But that's okay because I can put that one somewhere in the middle. You won't even see it. And you don't have to get them really, really wet. You just want to go ahead and get them damp because you just want to be able to get that crinkle effect, you know, at the end. So you can go ahead and open them up like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my dark color. So I'm going to start with my light, and then I'm going to layer this one here since it's ripped. Just going to go ahead and put that in there, and that one on top, and then I'm going to put that one on top. And you don't have to really do anything about moving them around because they're all the same. Punch. So, okay, so you're going to end up something like that. Yep, so hold on a second because that one's ripping too. See, I went too fast and I put my efforts into it and I ripped it. So, that's alright. We live and we learn. We make mistakes and we move on. So, okay, so I'm looking at, this is what you're looking at right here. So you want to make sure your pattern is going to end up where you want it. Let me put this one here. And put this one here, and I'll put this one on the bottom. Okay, so you're just going to go ahead and do that, and you're just going to kind of fluff them up in the middle. And then what I use is one of these poke tools. I don't know what you call that thing. This is actually a jewelry tool, but I got it for pushing beads. It's called a bead reamer, but I'm using it for that. So I go ahead and I just punch my hole right there in the middle. See that? And so it's going to be like this. When you get done, you'll have it all the way through. So you have a hole in it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, I got a little tiny brad here. So you're going to take your decorative brad. You can use any brad. You don't have to use a decorative one. This is just what I had on hand. And then you fight with the little, pokey tool in the back, trying to open it up. And once you open it up, you just push that down. And then you have something that looks like this. And that's what it looks like. So then you're going to take all your layers and you're going to bring them up. And you're going to kind of just lightly crunch them together. But you have to do each individual layer so that it moves, it moves up and crunches. And you'll see what I mean in a minute, because actually as it dries, it gets a crispy effect. So it becomes hardened. And see with that white core, it even gives it a better look because it has that white core behind it. And as you can see, it's... So what I'm going to do now is just do like that and crunch it all together. So then you have a ball like that. Okay, and then when it dries, as this one is falling apart, you'll see, well, it's not falling apart, it's just coming loose. So you'll see something like that. And then when you're done, you just take the base that you want, and hold on a second, I'm trying to get this something here. You take your base that you want and you just add it to the bottom here. So I'm going to go with the darker bottom, so I'm going to add the darker flower in the middle, and you get something like that when you're done. Of course, this is the finished product. Now on this particular one, I did add diamond dust to it, and what I did is I took my glossy accents and I just went around the light color, and I added the glossy accents and the diamond dust. So then I just sprinkled the diamond dust on top, and that's what the flower came out. So I hope I explained that well, and I hope you enjoyed my tutorial, and thanks everybody for requesting my tutorial, and I appreciate all your comments, and I'll see you with another video in just a few minutes. Bye everyone.